Hi, I am a doctoral student Khalil Radi Al-Zalzali, an assistant lecturer at the Technical Institute of Samawa within the formation of Al-Furat Al-Awsat Technical University. And I have many scientific research published in international journals as well as the author of a book on financial accounting. I have many administrative taxes, including the assistant head of the accounting department, the head of the accounting department, and many committees within the educational institution. My research address recycling and its role in reducing costs and achieving sustainability. Abstract: although the recycling of industrial waste leads to achieving sustainable development of reducing the use of materials from nature, also ridding the environment of harmful waste. The controversy still exists regarding the economics of this process after the First and Second World Wars. The idea of recycling began where countries were suffering from a severe shortage of some basic materials. This encouraged her to recycle the waste and use it again as a result of the increased consumption of resources. It is necessary to find alternatives characterized by quality, as well as begin of lower cost and achieving sustainability. So, the following questions will be discussed to reduce costs and achieve sustainability. Does the waste recycling process achieve cost reduction? Does the waste recycling process achieve environmental improvement through cleaner production and sustainability? Among the most important of these alternatives are reuse of waste and how to reduce the cost of recycling and benefit from it in achieve environmental efficiency for products. The waste recycling process achieves a reduction in production costs. The process of waste recycling achieves environmental improvement and sustainability. As waste is characteristic as inexhaustible because a person cannot stop consuming. The research aims to achieve reducing the cost of waste recycling in industrial companies and achieving sustainability for the purpose of achieving environmental efficiency for industrial products as a result of technological change and the use of waste recycling by reducing production costs as well as using statistical analysis through questionnaires distributed to specialists in universities, laboratories, and environmental department to reach results that can be benefited from environmental improvement by reducing the cost of recycling waste as an economic resources and achieving cleaner production to produce environmentally friendly products. The results of the research were analyzed using the SPSS statistical program, where the results of the research indicated a cost reduction and those achieving sustainability by preserving the environment as a result of producing environmentally friendly products. The most important recommendation were to recycle waste as an alternative energy, as it contributes to improving the environmental efficiency of products, reducing costs, achieving cleaner production and environmental improvement. It also contributes to the process of disposing of toxic waste in a healthy manner at a lower cost and achieving economic returns, as well as helping to provide job opportunities and reduce the unemployment rates. Research problem of the research lies in the weak interest of the industrial sector in Iraq towards continuous improvement in production processes through the use of technological change and the search for ways and alternatives with lower costs to achieve economic efficiency and preserve natural resources, in addition to the increase in human consumption and increase in the production process within with which the amount of waste increase, which is harmful wastes that harm health, the economy, the environment and society, and that the problem of disposal of these wastes has become a problem of the time. Aim of the research. This research aims to use waste recycling as an alternative energy and an alternative raw materials technological change which achieves cost reduction as well as environmental improvement through cleaner production and sustainability. Research importance. The importance of the research lies in improving production efficiency by using technological change in the treatment of waste to become alternative energy or alternative raw materials and considering it a resource of natural resources to achieve sustainability in order to achieve reduction in the production costs. Environmental improvement through cleaner production, achieving sustainable development. Research hypothesis. The research includes a main hypothesis that recycling waste lead to reducing costs and achieve sustainability. Conclusion. 1. There is a significant impact of industrial waste recycling on the company's economic environment. Recycling of industrial waste leads to reducing dependence on raw materials. There is an economic and environmental return to the recycling process, as the process of recycling waste reducing the cost of production and reduce the pollution resulting from the waste collection process. Members can increase contact between seller and buyer by increasing the role of the intermediary and encouraging innovation like waste exchange. The recycling process requires more communication and leads research between the seller and the buyer to reduce costs. The idea of recycling has existed since a long time ago and should be given more attention. Legislation and laws must be enacted obligating industrial companies and other companies to commit to the process of recycling waste for the waste that result from their industrial operations. Resolving problems between companies to improve recycling or find alternative markets for goods is still an underdeveloped of regulatory practices. Recommendation that the government provide a package of tax exemptions to companies that recycle their waste at varying rates depending on the volume of their production compared to the recycled materials. That the Ministry of Industry train the workers of industrial companies of similar activity on how to make the most of the recycling of industrial waste. Expand efforts to identify new markets for recyclable products and increase frequent contact between seller and buyers. Implementing recycling requires greater coordination between brokers and local, state, and federal governments. Coordination can occur by discussing legislation to reduce the cost of recycling, or by encouraging recycling through purchase quotas or allowances, or by supporting the development of new products. Expanding the ability to transport increasing volumes of a commodity, and improving transporting flexibility to transport recyclable products, using waste recycling as an alternative energy as it contributes to improving the environmental efficiency of products, reducing costs, achieving cleaner production and environmental improvement, contribute to the process of disposing of toxic waste in healthy manner at a lower cost and achieving economic returns, as well as helping to provide job opportunities and reduce the unemployment rate. Recognizing the interdependence in the course of the effect of global threats such as epidemics, epidemics, terrorism, organized crime, natural risk, and climate change, as well as economic risk, especially those related to energy source and economic instability, with knowledge of the opportunities that are available at the local levels down to the global levels. Enhancing knowledge toward of risks and enhance sustainability while developing a flexible development structure that prevents new risk and at least reduces the severity of existing ones. Thanks for listening.